All right, I'm Joe from Dragonchain, and I'm here with JD Seraphine, founder of Coin and Vision Tree, and give us a little intro.
Yeah, so I'm a producer, entrepreneur based in Los Angeles, California. Started out my career on the film side, working on some independent movies, and helped to put financing together for Broadway play and some other projects. About 7 years ago, I did a documentary called Sirius, which was like one of the big viral documentaries of 2012, 2013. Crowdfunded the entire budget, and then we did some exciting things with distribution on that. And so that kind of actually laid the foundation for my interest in community-driven efforts behind financing and marketing and just new ways of thinking about those things. So yeah, no, I'm excited to be here and discussing all this.
And you launched Coin last year, right?
Yeah, so we started to conceptualize Coin about 2 years ago. So basically, after Sirius, our company, along with some partners, acquired from Paramount the rights to the Atari movie. So it's the story of Nolan Bushnell, who was the founder of Atari and one of the godfathers of not just the video game industry, but really the whole digital technology revolution. And it's a pretty large budget biopic, studio level movie that we're producing with Leonardo DiCaprio and his production company, Appian Way. So we were looking at what was the organic DNA of that project and what is the best way that we could not only finance it, but we could do what we did with Sirius. So Sirius, the documentary, we were able to do this community-driven marketing effort when we released the film, and we had a lot of success with an online distribution that we did ourselves. So we looked at, what systems could we use or what technology could we use, and it was right around the time of the ICO boom that we started looking at blockchain. And so then I went down the rabbit hole, became passionate about the technology's potential to help solve a whole bunch of global issues, and then looking at how do we apply it to media, not just for the Atari movie, which is what helped us it's what inspired us to create Coin, and we also started to look at how could we produce some other media that could help bring awareness or bring more information to the world about what is crypto, what is blockchain, who are some of the real companies that are building in the space, and that's where you and I got connected and was fortunate enough to meet you and start down the path of what we're working on. So
right, and it was early 2018 because you came up to the office and we met right away. I was kind of surprised how fast you came up here to talk to us about how we could collaborate on various things. And I don't know if I pitched to you, but I asked you your advice on how we could build content and build a structured way around describing and messaging what we do and why we do it. And a lot of the things meshed really well with what you were already looking at. And so back then we started to talk about creating this what would you call it? I mean, it's a
well, I think creating what we're working on, or what we've just announced, is a documentary series that Joe and I and Vision Tree and Dragonchain have been working on. We've been filming and really actually incubating it for quite a while. Right. The idea is to bring to the world not just the story of Dragonchain, which, as far as I see it, they're one of the more credible, solid players that are building real technology in the blockchain space, and that not just the origin in Disney, which is a lot of people know about, but more importantly, some of the highly complex technical capabilities that Dragonchain has already developed that's far beyond a lot of the other companies in the space. So, but what we wanted to focus on, and what we are focusing on with the show, is that we see that we're at this critical point as a species. And there's been this age-old battle for hundreds or thousands of years between two philosophies. One is liberalism, and the other is authoritarianism. And so these are two different ideas. One is that we as humans should be free to make decisions and to govern ourselves, which blockchain empowers in a whole new way with new models of governance and using technology to really power that, right? And you have authoritarianism, which is this other idea that humans can't be trusted to govern ourselves, so there needs to be some power, some powerful centralized government or other body that's sitting in that role. And so I see us, in just my research and talking to you, working with you and other companies, is like at this critical moment where blockchain, cryptocurrency, and this technology is actually going to have a central place in this battle between those ideas of liberalism and authoritarianism. So we've been developing a documentary series that we just announced, that's going to be coming out early next year on broadcast networks. A broadcast network in the U.S., but also internationally. Is going to have distribution. It'll be online as well. And the overarching premise is we want to show, essentially the central place that blockchain and cryptocurrency has to play in that battle between those two, philosophies, and also really that show the evolution of the cryptocurrency industry in the United States, and show that through the lens of your story and the story of Dragonchain. And so that's essentially what's coming with a documentary series that we've been developing. And then on top of it, we wanted to take it another layer even further to say, well, if we believe in what we're saying, we're going to eat our own dog food, which is the old adage. Let's tokenize a small piece of the series, which we're doing via the Coin platform. That we'll be rolling that out in the coming months with Joe and the team, so that the Dragonchain community and other fans that want to participate in helping us to market the series and also to own a small piece of it, that's what we're rolling out, is also the tokenization of the series. So it's basically a documentary series about the evolution of cryptocurrency in the US and the story of Dragonchain. So that's something we're really excited to get out there to the world, and that's what we're here. That's what we're here to talk about.
It's gonna be amazing, right?
Yeah.
Anything else? We know the date, beginning of the year. We know coin interactions. I'm trying to think. We will have a couple of teasers coming out, so you can at least see some of the direction, right? I don't know how much we'll expose otherwise before, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, exactly. There's one teaser that we already released today, and there's also going to be a series of other teasers leading up to the actual launch of the trailer. So we'll definitely be getting that out to the community to share and to check out. And then, as I would just say, the goal is to empower the community to participate, not only in helping us to get the word out about the series, but again, like to have the opportunity to own a small piece of this series, which is in the DNA of, what you guys are doing with Dragonchain. So it's a perfect fit.
Yes, right on. Well,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, man. It's great to be working on this. And honestly, I think that the work you guys have been doing quietly, it's people don't understand how challenging it is to be an entrepreneur in the U.S. working in the cryptocurrency space.
Right.
There's so many challenges, and so for us to be able to shine a light on that and give people a window into what is it really like for someone like you, a founder on the front lines, that's a unique opportunity, and so we're grateful for that opportunity and to bring that story to you guys. So,
right on. All right. Thanks so much.
Yes.